The Little Boy from the Malakoff Tower. It was a gentle autumn day in Halle. The leaves were turning red and gold. At the foot of the Malakoff Tower, where children often came to play, walked Lucas, an 8-year-old boy, together with his parents and their dog Miel. He had pulled his red hat tightly over his ears and gazed with wide eyes at the old tower rising high above the trees. "Don't go too far, Lucas," his mother called. "Okay, Mom," he shouted back as he ran down the forest path with Miel. But a little later he was gone, when his parents could no longer see him. First came calling, then panic. "Lucas! Lucas!" echoed over the hills. Friends from the neighborhood, the neighbors, even the forest ranger came to help search. The tower, the woods, the pond, everything was searched. But there was no trace of the boy or the dog. Only a few footprints, small shoes in the mud, led toward the field path to Gaasbeek. Evening fell. The mist rose. The lights of Halle slowly went out. The mother wept at the foot of the tower, while the father kept calling into the darkness. Until suddenly, deep in the night, the dog began to bark in the distance, toward the Castle of Gaasbeek. A group of volunteers went there, flashlights in hand. The castle gate stood ajar, strange at such a late hour. Inside it was silent, only the ticking of a clock and the soft sigh of wind through the halls. And there, in the old orangery, among the weathered statues and the glass, sat Lucas, asleep with Miel beside him. When his parents found him, he flew into their arms. "How did you get here?" his mother asked, crying. Lucas rubbed his eyes and pointed outside. "There was a lady in a white dress," he whispered softly. "She told me not to be afraid. She brought me here and said that Mama and Papa would find me." No one knew exactly what he meant. Some said it was the spirit of Countess Arconati Visconti. The parents left the castle with Lucas, and Lucas went back to riding his bike. But one thing was certain. From that day on, Lucas never wandered off alone again. And every time he rode past the Malakoff Tower, he looked up for a moment as if to thank someone.